Hey, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Tropicalnhl back here today for a brand new video. Still talking about the Montreal Canadiens, but before getting into the video, I invite you guys to please subscribe if you haven't already. 70% of people watching the videos are not subscribed to the channel, and I am on road to 2,000 subscribers. I would like to hit that milestone before the end of the year, so if you could help me out with that, take 2 seconds, and you would make my day, so would really appreciate that. Also, can we hit 60 likes on this video? I am asking you guys. Show me that you can. So today I'm going to be talking about Juraj Slafkovsky and the way Martin Saint-Louis has been using him, because last night he was the only Habs player under the 10-minute mark. He played like 8 minutes and 9 seconds, and he didn't play much at the end of the game. So yeah, I find it weird. And I still think that's not the right thing to do with a young player talented like Juraj Slafkovsky. I mean, he's a first overall pick, and we never saw the Devils use Jack Hughes on the fourth line, even when he was doing poorly. Same thing with Nico Hischier, same thing with all those guys. So I don't get why the Canadiens are using Slafkovsky still in the fourth line. I would have upped him on the top six after he scored those two goals. As a reward, you see, you score goals, you get minutes. But he scored goals, and he's not giving him minutes. So I don't get it, because like half the players on the team are not getting points anyway. So you're not losing anything putting him on the top six or on the Drouin and Monahan line instead of Joel Armia. I mean, Joel Armia would be a perfect fit on that fourth line with Pitlick and Evans. You just swap Armia with Slafkovsky. You give Slafkovsky some ice time with Drouin, who is really talented. They kind of developed a bit of chemistry too during the preseason, him and Drouin, and with Slafkovsky was a really good two-way centerman. I think that line would kind of help him out. You give him around 13 to 15 minutes a night, depending on how many PKs you get and all of that. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember a couple of weeks back, Craig Ramsey, who is now coach of the Slovakian junior and men's team. He coached Slafkovsky, he coached Nemec, and he made an interview a bit before the season talking about the fact that he talked with the Canadiens, the Devils, about Slafkovsky and Nemec and all of that. And he said a thing that I want to remind you guys about. He said that if the Canadiens... He said that he told the Canadiens that if they were going to play him on a fourth line with a defensive role, with not a lot of ice time, there was no point playing him in the NHL. They were better sending him in Laval with good minutes, because the guy needs to get some minutes to be good. He's the type of player that needs to play with defensive guys with good minutes to get some points, because there's no point using him in a defensive role on a fourth line, because the guy is a scoring threat. He is an offensive threat. A bit like in basketball, you're not using a center at the point guard position. It's useless, all right? It's useless. And when you're playing chess or whatever, you need to use all the pieces at the right place, because if not, that's not going to work. And I feel like it's a bit like the same thing for Juraj Slafkovsky. He's playing not in the right chair. I get it, he's 18, you want to protect him, you don't want him to make mistakes, but the guys above him are doing the same thing, and they're like 30 years old, so better off get the guy some damn ice time with offensive players so he can get his confidence and be good in the NHL, because you're not going to win Stanley Cups with Joel Armia. I'm sorry, you're going to win Cups with Juraj Slafkovsky in the future. That's why you drafted him first overall, so yeah. Either send him to Laval and tell Jean-François, put him everywhere, on the first, everywhere. Or you give him more ice time in Montreal. The best option for me is to give him more ice time in Montreal, because with that power play goal, that one-timer, that release, the goals he's scoring, the way he's been playing, I think that this guy's too good for the AHL already. He's too good for the AHL. So you might just use him on the top six or even on the third line. Put him on the third line with Monahan and Drouin, and I'm sure he will do perfectly fine. Put him on the first power play. And give him some damn offensive minutes. That's how I see things. I don't know if I'm the only one, but that's how I see things. Even his coach from Slovakia said it. Craig Ramsey. There's no point playing him on a fourth line less than 10 minutes a night in a defensive role. It's like playing a center at the point guard position in the NBA. It's useless. You're not helping the guy. That's how I see it. I think that's how a lot of people have been seeing it. Like, you drafted this guy first overall to be the future of the franchise. Give him the ball in his hands and let him do what he has to do. He will be perfectly fine. That's my opinion. But yeah, I'd rather have Slafkovsky before Armia. Armia was doing so many mistakes last night. I think Slafkovsky would have done better. And the little minutes he played on the power play looked amazing. It looked amazing. So give him some ice time. Give him the first power play. Him on the first power play with Suzuki and Caulfield would be way more effective, in my opinion, than what it is right now. Can't be worse anyway. Power play's terrible. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys all think about this. Do you guys agree with me? I think that the Canadians haven't been using the right approach for Slafkovsky. And last game against the Winnipeg Jets was the example for it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. It's been your boy Tropical NHL. I'll see y'all later for another video. Bye bye.